What is up, guys? It's Scott with Never Hedge. Just finished watching this Savage in an orc costume run 10K on camera, and I also came across a couple of things that I wanted to get to on MMAT today on this nice little Saturday we got going here. But first, let's take a quick peek at the Ortex data. Want to get down to the short interest here. We have 18.9 million shares on loan, and the utilization rate is 56.8. That is fucking high as hell. And I wanted to get to quick, as I was listening to this guy breathing heavily, running in his fucking orc costume, I was also reading some stuff on MMAT as well, because I can do two things at once because I'm a boss. And this former manufacturing engineer had some interesting takes on the MMAT manufacturing process and their business model, and it is pretty interesting. So we'll get to a little bit of it, and then we'll get to some other stuff too. So this guy, Content Gur 6965. Until recently, I was a process engineer for a Schneider electric plant, responsible for new projects, line design, and optimization. I quit to develop my own business. After the presentation, I was blown away by their plan. It is just revolutionary. Their products have a very wide application, so it is easy to find partners with huge companies, and the model allows for partner companies to have a small risk to develop a cost-saving solutions that will improve their bottom line and help beat the competition. In large manufacturing companies, there are departments purchasing whose only job is to get price improvements for the product components, and this company could deliver that in a huge way. And we're going to continue a little bit. So one of the largest problems often in a new product development is the cost, and there has been a huge issue in the industry with semiconductor availability, where companies must order components 1 to 2 years in advance because the stock is so damn limited. A new supply of cheap and reliable semiconductors would be a lifesaver for the whole electronic and automotive industry. So this, I know this is a big issue right now, the semiconductors and the chips for new cars. They're having an issue getting those from China with the whole COVID shutdowns and things like that. That is from my understanding, that's part of the reason why used cars were their prices were through the roof last year. That and everyone fleeing the cities in large droves, and the lack of chips and semiconductors was limiting the availability of automakers to make new cars. So continuing on, once you get those companies hooked on your products, they will not be able to switch for many years, because the switch to new materials takes like half a year, and after that you need huge incentive to switch again. So the royalties for the tech will just keep rolling in. Once one company takes it, others will have to take it as well, or face very tough competition. That is only the semiconductor part. Battery improvements are just crazy, as that will push EV usage even higher, accelerating implementation worldwide. And the biggest problem EVs face is battery weight, drive range, and charging speed. And also EVs suffer from the global semiconductor shortage, as we talked about earlier. That is part of why Tesla is taking 6 months to deliver a new car to its customers. So moving on, the business model is genius because they only have to develop the practical application once, and then they sell the solution and not build huge factories all around the world. So they limit their investments but reap the benefits long term. As they will face challenges in creating the tech afterwards, they can sell it to several companies that will handle the production, distribution, and ramping up of the production while reaping exponential benefits. I would not be surprised if it becomes a high dividend yield stock in the future, as once the money starts rolling in, there is really only so much you need to spend for R&D. Even now, they said their monthly expenses is like $1 million per month. That's almost nothing. This company is simply incredible. I would have to concur. And I wanted to also get to the dark pool data for MMAT, and on stock grid, their NASDAQ industry and sector still has not changed to tech and semiconductors. It is still showing as oil and gas, crude petroleum, and natural gas, which is horseshit. The NASDAQ needs to do something about this. Let's get a quick shot of the dark pool going on right now. Net short volume on the dark pool is $7.459 million. Not a ton, so they got also 64.6 million on the dark pool as well. Not quite as much as Clove, but still a shit ton of money on the dark pool. Could also be why we're showing the short shares availability continuing to increase, as well as the short squeeze score continuing to drop, is because more volume is pouring in on the dark pool. Again, as of yesterday, the short bar fee rate was down to a paltry 5.83%. But if we go here, that is not the true number because a lot of money is pouring in on the dark pool here. Anyways, I was mostly just messing around watching this guy run around in his orc costume, which was pretty insane to be able to run 10k in a fucking suit of armor. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys a couple of updates on MMAT, and so that is pretty much going to do it for this one, guys. So as always, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more updates on MMAT as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.